Look, ASUS Vivobook laptops are known to be value for money, so when this arrived, I was expecting the same, and this delivers. Mostly. This is the new ASUS Vivobook S15 OLED, and this is an Intel Evo certified laptop, and this brings powerful performance at a good price. I mean, you all know that for a laptop to get the Intel Evo certification, there are a set of specs and features it needs to have, and with the 13 Gen Intel Evo laptops, there are some new features. See, an Intel Evo laptop needs to have a thin and light design, 9.5 plus hours of battery life, a 1080p webcam, Windows Hello support, instant wake from sleep in less than 1 second, useful collaboration features like AI noise cancellation, background blur in video calls. Intel Evo also requires the latest connectivity standards, be it Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.2 or Thunderbolt 4. Plus 13 Gen Intel Evo certified laptops also come with Intel Unison support, which we made a dedicated video on, and it's actually great because it lets you share files between your laptop and phone, get notifications, and the best thing, it works with both Android and iPhone. Now the good thing is the Vivobook S15 OLED brings all of these Intel Evo standards and features, and it brings the performance. This laptop comes in multiple variants, and all of them are powered by Intel's H series of powerful processors. I mean, we all know that H series processors equals powerful performance, and the top end variant we have comes with the top of the line 13 Gen Intel Core i9-13900H processor with Intel's performance hybrid architecture that features 14 cores, including 6 performance cores for intensive tasks and 8 efficiency cores for more regular tasks. There's also 20 threads with Intel Thread Director, a feature we saw in the 12 Gen chips that smartly assigns tasks to the different cores, working seamlessly with the OS. There's also a max clock speed of 5.4 GHz, 45 watt of TDP on boost, and there's the Iris Xe graphics. Yeah, these are very good specs for a work laptop, and it shows in the performance as well as benchmarks. This is the Cinnamon score of the laptop, and as you can see, it scores really well. Almost 2,000 points in single-core score and more than 16,000 points in multi-core. To give you an idea, this is the Cinnamon score of a 12900H laptop we tested last year, so yeah, this is a good upgrade. Anyway, here are the Geekbench scores of the laptop, and we also ran Puget Bench Photoshop, and the score was pretty good. Now, like I said, the real-world performance of this laptop is great. I mean, this is obviously a work-focused machine, and for work-related apps and purposes, this is extremely smooth and does not slow down at all. I'm talking about using 20 plus Chrome tabs with apps running in the background, or even while multitasking, which should be due to the performance hybrid architecture, or even using something like Photoshop. I mean, this is us using Photoshop with multiple layers, and you can see that the performance is really good. There's no lag or stutter, and what's even better is the performance of the laptop on battery is really good, which is important because most of us use our work laptops on battery. This also boots up really quickly in less than 10 seconds. There's also 1 second instant wake, which is an Intel Evo feature. Obviously, it's not just the i9 CPU that is responsible for this smooth performance. There's also the 16GB DDR5 RAM and a 1TB Gen 4 SSD that is pretty fast, which also helps. That's how the performance is good even for some casual gaming. We tried out a couple of games on this laptop, and for an esports title like CSGO, we got an FPS of around 100, which is pretty good. See, the gameplay hovers between 80 and 130, but stays in the 110-130 FPS average, which is pretty good. We also played GTA 5 on this, and the performance was actually good. At 1080p medium settings, we got an FPS of around 55 to 90, which is great because the fact that you can run older AAA games like this on what is a work laptop is very compelling. Now, if you're wondering about the thermals, there is one fan which is not a small unit like in a lot of laptops, and there are 2 heat pipes cooling the i9 CPU. And in terms of upgradability, the RAM is soldered, but the single SSD slot is replaceable. Now, the fans are good enough for sustaining base clocks, and also does turbo with Intel Turbo Boost, where it delivers short bursts of performance. Look, all this is good, but like I said, this is an Intel Evo certified laptop, so you get good specs all around. I mean, I already mentioned the requirements for the Intel Evo certification, and first of all, this has a really good display. There's ASUS's Lumina OLED display with all the certifications you need for a work laptop, and honestly, this display is one of the strong points of this laptop along with the i9 CPU. The colors are good, it's bright, 120Hz makes it very smooth, and there's honestly no problems in this display. There are also dual speakers here which do get loud, and there's even some prominent bass, so all of this combined brings a very good multimedia experience. Anyway, one of the best things about this laptop is the keyboard and trackpad. I mean, it all looks usual, but the experience is very good. The keys have fantastic feedback that's consistent, the layout is also good with a full-size numpad, and there is white backlight here as well. The trackpad is also high quality, it has a hydrophobic coating which is nice to see, and it's responsive and good to use. I also got good battery life on the Vivobook S15 OLED. This laptop lasted for around 7 to 8 hours in general, with a lot of Chrome, watching videos, some photo editing, and that is pretty good. And when the battery does go down, I like that this has fast charging support. Now, all of these specs and features are packed in a fairly sleek design, especially for a 15-inch machine. The weight is 1.7 kgs and it's 17.9mm thin, and I like that the build quality is mostly solid with the aluminum lid and the military-grade certification, but I do find some design elements here a bit strange. I say that because I'm not a fan of the orange escape key and this pattern on the enter key, but yeah, it's fine. The port selection includes a Thunderbolt 4 port that supports 4K displays and PD charging. There's also a fast USB-A port, HDMI 1.4 and a 3.5mm combo jack. There's another USB-A port on the left, but that's a slower 2.0 port. Apart from this, the webcam is a 1080p camera, which is again an Intel Evo requirement and is actually good, which is important work laptops, and you do get a physical shutter here. Let's talk about the pricing now. So the Vivobook S15 OLED 2023 starts at rupees 86,000 and the Core i9 variant we have costs rupees 1,09,950. I mean, think about it. Intel Evo certified 13 Gen Core i9 13900H along with an OLED screen is actually good for a laptop at this price. So I personally think this is a good option for people looking for a performance-focused work machine with good battery life and an excellent screen. But yeah, I want to know from you guys, what do you think of the new ASUS Vivobook S15 OLED? Comment down below and thanks for watching.